Good afternoon, everybody. It's Nick Stern with Robert L. Stern Financial Services. Thank you so much again for joining me and tuning in. I really appreciate your time. So for April, I'd like to give you a first quarter update and touch upon some events that have happened and how they really impacted us and the markets. It's been somewhat of a rocky start in 2014. The first quarter has been a little bit more volatile than we would have liked, but I would say after a 30+% return in the S&P 500 in 2013, it probably seems a little bit worse than it is. So let's discuss some of the major factors that have happened, and I'll begin with some of the negatives. So most recently, you have the Russian invasion and annexation of Ukraine. Does this affect us? Not directly, but it does raise uncertainty in the European markets and economy. Being that we're a global economy, a world economy, that does have somewhat of an impact on us. Europe continues to struggle with some sort of political, positive, and impactful response to the situation. So, being that we're all interconnected in this world economy, it does raise some concern, but nothing significant at the moment. But it is something that we want to keep on the radar now and going forward. What the equity markets have done about this is really assume that the problem's just going to go away. However, the United States government, our government, has clearly stated that they're not going to let this problem go away, and that does raise, again, uncertainty here now and going forward. So it's something that we're just going to have to see in how it's going to play out. The market's been more or less flat on the closing month in March for the first quarter and for the first quarter. However, it's been showing some unusual behavior that's not really the norm, so to speak. What I mean by that is opening its session high and closing low, and that's not a typical behavioral circumstance for the market, and it's been more consistent than we would like to see. So while it's somewhat concerning, there's nothing at least to worry about at the moment, but again, we keep this on the radar going forward. So now let's talk about some of the positive. What I would like to call is we're in the springtime recovery from the snowdown. This winter has been absolutely 100% awful. I don't remember a winter like this ever, and most of us in the Northeast can probably relate to that. Record low temperatures, excessive precipitation, no sunlight to speak of. I will say, if you couldn't tell by my flowery tie, that I am so excited and ecstatic that the warmer weather is prevailing, and now I get to play golf. It is clear that the weather through the winter did negatively impact the economy, and we're seeing this as evident with the more recent data coming out, where you're seeing personal consumption improving, consumer confidence increasing, business expenditures are coming back, and the economy is in fact growing and improving despite the stagnant growth in the market. So I'll leave you with the philosophy of cautious optimism continues to be our forethought and our way of thinking and how we're investing our clients' money now and going forward. I hope this helps. And if you have any questions or would like to discuss anything more in depth, I'm happy to talk to you one-on-one or in a more private setting. Our number, email, and website is all at the bottom of the screen. Thank you again so much for joining and tuning in. I really look forward to seeing you next month, and have a fantastic April. Take care.